Happy to have Nettie Reeves and the gang back in studio here before the holiday. We're going to stretch it out this morning, literally. But before we get to that, I love your Christmas sweater.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
It's ugly. Is it ugly enough?
No, I think it's like a pretty ugly sweater, we decided. Yeah,
oh, yeah, I thought the fake pearls would do it.
I love it. I love it. Good to see you again. We're going to talk about stretching. You know, before we get into the segment here, how important is stretching? And if you're somebody who works out, how important is it to make sure that you're stretching out properly?
Well, even if you don't work out, stretching is important. And I want to ask you this. What's the first thing a baby does when he or she wakes up in the morning?
Yeah, stretch out like this.
That's exactly right. They stretch. And the reason why is because even going throughout our daily lives, our muscles get tight and tense.
Yeah.
And so when we stretch, what do you carry a backpack?
Sure.
I carry a purse and a backpack. So even one side is always tense, more tense than the other. So stretching kind of puts our bodies back in balance. So it's very important that we stretch.
Well, let's get to it here. I know we have a couple of strategies we're going to show for our folks at home that they can use to just, this is obviously something you could do at home.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I hope everybody's getting up or sitting up in the bed because these are things that you can do. And we should stretch every morning. Even if you don't work out, you should stretch. So we're going to start with some stretching that's called dynamic stretching. Okay. And this is for people who maybe don't work out but could use some stretching just to release tension, especially Christmas shopping and standing in line. So we can start with basic things like, you know, tilting the head right and left. That gets the tension out of the neck and shoulders. And then you go forward and back as Eric is doing. So Shamir's going right and left. And then you can rotate down. We're just going to move down the body. Roll the shoulders. Shamir can roll the shoulders forward and then don't forget to take them back, which is what Eric is going to do. And now we go into some arm circles. Arm circles. Now, if you're in line at the mall, you might want to watch out for this. People might think you're trying to knock them out.
It's like, you know, like, but when you see the people rushing into the store on Black Friday, some people are already, you know.
They're already doing that. They've stretched already.
Exactly.
Let me say that.
Stretch,
right. And then take those arms. If you go forward, you need to go backward.
Okay.
Right, right. And then we'll go into the hips. We can go move the hips, shift right to left, and then forward and back, just like you see them doing. And I also like to do torso twists. Because these are really good. The torso twist. Now, Eric has his elbows bent. Shamir's got her arms nice and long. You can do either variation. And then, you know, you should alter your space and everything to make it better for you. Whatever works for you. That's what we want you to do. But we want you to stretch.
Yeah, right.
Right. So these are dynamic stretches. And we also use these to, you know, help us warm up when we do work out.
Yeah.
But after the workout, stretching, it works wonders. And that's where things like yoga comes in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because these are called static stretches. Now, we're going to start with some static stretches by taking it down to the floor. So especially after doing weight-bearing exercises, like if you do weightlifting, you've got to stretch those muscles back out. Because what happens during weightlifting, the muscles actually shorten. Okay. And so we want to elongate them back out. And it also prevents injury.
Which, I was going to say is so important to keep the muscles, you know, loose, and also it helps with flexibility as well.
Yes, it does. And as a matter of fact, studies show that by the time we reach age 70, if we have not been stretching on a regular basis, we're able to lose up to 2 inches off of our height.
Wow, wow. So what are they up to right now? No, absolutely not.
So we're going to do a seated forward fold. Okay. As you can see, Shamir may not necessarily need a stretching strap.
Right.
However, Eric is using a stretching strap, wrapping around the feet, and then pull yourself in. Now, on static stretches, we should hold those for about 30 seconds, all right? And then the proper way to stretch is you just get into a position, and then you feel when you feel the least amount of resistance, you want to hold that for 30 seconds, then breathe, exhale, and then stretch a little bit further as the body becomes more supple.
Like anything, weight training, I mean, I have to imagine with stretching, you want to make sure you're not pushing yourself out of a comfort zone. You want to not injure yourself because you could pull a muscle.
Oh, you could pull a muscle. That's exactly right. And that's why static stretches, you need to make sure that the body's already warm, unlike dynamic stretches, which is helping to warm the body.
We're running out of time. Before we do go, though, any final pointers for our folks at home when it comes to stretching out and maybe just encouraging them to do this as part of their daily routine?
Oh, most definitely. Whether you work out or not, that's not important, but we need to stretch. And so get up every morning, and when you get out of bed, just do the baby stretch. Just stretch.
Exactly.
Get those arms overhead and just reach.
And she has her Christmas sweater on, and she's still doing it, so whatever you're wearing at home right now, you can stretch as well. She has her Christmas sweater on. So, hey, thanks so much for coming in.
Really,
really
appreciate it. Can I present you with something real quick?
Please, absolutely.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you very much.
Out of there. I want you to see what it is.
All right.
So
thank you so much.
Use it.
I love it. Look at this. My very own.
In shape with glass.
I love it. Thank you so much.
It's a spirit glass.
I appreciate it. I like it. I'll put it to good use, I promise you.
It'll give you good spirit.
Yes, I'll put it to good use. All right, let's go to Chris Larson standing by. Thank you so much again. Appreciate it. Happy holidays.